Hey everybody, this is Chuck Marone with Strong Towns. Post-war American development replaced this incremental pattern of growth with one where we build all at once and we build to a finished state. What that means is that when we build buildings, when we put things in place, they generally are only designed for one use and one use only. The idea of adapting them to a different use, the idea of them evolving to be something else, the idea of something starting small and then incrementally improving or changing as a neighborhood matures, that's all out the window. That's all gone away. And this has a lot of dramatic impacts. It has a dramatic impact because it's hard to start small now. It's hard to start with something minor and then build up to something major. That's a huge problem for us, particularly when it comes to housing. But when it comes to commercial development, what it means is that even when we are able to make investments that we think are good and productive and prosperous, they often backfire on us and turn out really poorly. I'm walking next to what used to be the Royal Tire here in my hometown of Brainerd, Minnesota. This is in I'm not gonna say a prime location, but because we've not made it a prime location, but it's in an important location in that it's on our main street through the middle of town at half a block from one of our major intersections. In a prior comprehensive plan, we had designated this whole area as blight. The highway coming through the middle of town had negatively impacted the commercial properties along here. There've been a rash of disinvestment. There's been a rash of poor investments. Some major landmark buildings torn down for strip malls, that kind of thing. This is the same corridor with the Taco John's, for those of you familiar with that. We were able to get along here in this blight designation the redevelopment of this property. We were able to get a few shops bought up, torn down, and we got this new auto service place put in. You can see it's got 3 bays. It's a significant building, significant investment. Everybody's really happy about this because it's suburban-ish in design, but they built up to the street. They put in screening, you'll see behind me, and ostensibly this was a really good investment. In fact, I was a little bit chided for being negative about this one when it went in. Guess what? It's now permanently closed. Shocker, did not see that coming. Yes, I did see that coming. This is not a great location for this kind of business, but even if it were, at some point businesses fail. At some point things no longer work. This is a corporate-owned business, and so who knows whether this store was making money or not. Who knows whether the corporation was tied up in leveraging and financing issues and just had to cut their losses. Who knows? It's out of your hands. If this were a ma and pa shop, it might be a little bit different, but it obviously wouldn't have been this scale to begin with. The idea that we would get this investment in, great, but now it's closed. Here's the takeaway. What do you do with this property now? What is the redevelopment of this? Now you can say, well, Chuck, in my town, and I remember being in Lockport, in Illinois, one of our strongest town winners, where they had taken an old gas station and redone it into a restaurant. It was pretty cool. What are the odds of this being redeveloped in that way? I mean, there's a lot of money put into this one single use. This building really can't be easily adapted. There's no kind of like natural thing. Sure, someone creative, I'm sure, could find something to do with it, but we're making it really, really hard for ourselves. If we look at the traditional pattern of development, these were often like simple boxes that we would build. These were often like very simple things, but they could be adapted easily to many, many uses. We made it easy on ourselves if one thing didn't work out to figure something else out. Now we're here with this monstrosity in a key location with way too much parking, with way too much dead space, and now the building itself is also a dead space. This is what you get. I'm going to show you across the street where it's nothing but parking lots. This is what you get when you build a city around the automobile. This is what you get when you're kind of mindless about accommodating cars driving through town as opposed to making things work at a human scale. I'm going to do another video here up the street and show you why the state, or how the state, is making the businesses here hate sidewalks. It's a really sad story.